Hello fellow compounders, welcome back. Have you ever heard your parents or grandparents say things were cheaper back in their day? Let's take the Big Mac for example. Back in the 1970s, a Big Mac cost just about 65 cents. Today, it's around $5.65 or even more in some places. It's not because the burger became 9 times tastier, it's due to inflation. If you had kept 65 cents in a jar since the 1970s, today it wouldn't buy you a Big Mac. You would only get a little more than a tenth of a Big Mac. But don't worry, there are strategies to ensure your money doesn't lose its purchasing power. In this video, we'll explore ways you can overcome inflation. This video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I am not your financial advisor and you are responsible for your own financial decisions. To fight inflation, we need to manage 4 fronts: savings, investments, income generation, and consumption. Let's start with the first front, your savings. We know from the Big Mac example that you just can't keep your money in a jar. It loses purchasing power due to inflation. So, how to save your money while avoiding the loss of buying power or purchasing power? You could use I-bonds, TIPS, or floating rate bonds or notes. I-bonds or inflation bonds are a type of US savings bonds designed to protect your investments from inflation. Their interest rate combines a fixed rate and an inflation rate. Then we have TIPS, Treasury Inflation Protected Securities. The principal of the TIPS increases with inflation and decreases with deflation. So when your TIPS mature, you get either the adjusted amount or the original amount, whichever is higher. It's like having a safety net against inflation. Floating rate bonds or notes. These are bonds whose interest payments adjust with current interest rates. If central banks raise interest rates to combat inflation, the interest payments on these bonds would increase accordingly. Now, on to front number 2, investing. There's a world of inflation-fighting investment opportunities out there. The first investment option in our list are real assets. Ever notice how property prices tend to rise? Real estate gives us a strong hedge against inflation. The reason is that the cost to build replacement buildings goes up, and so does the rent. And for those who aren't property moguls, commodities like gold and oil can be your inflation-busting allies. I personally prefer rental real estate to other commodities, since it generates rent, while gold and other metals just don't generate anything. Next, we have my favorite investments, equities or stocks. Stocks represent ownership in a business. Over the long term, stocks tend to outpace inflation. Companies can raise prices to their goods and services in response to inflation, which can increase their profits and therefore their stock prices. Specifically, stocks in sectors like energy, commodities, and real estate benefit directly from inflation. Remember that REITs or real estate investment trust allow you to dip your toes in the real estate markets without having to buy properties outright. I did a video on how to invest on REITs and here's the link. Moving along to the third front, income generation. Here I'm talking about your personal income, not the income that comes from your investments. It's important to make sure that what you get paid for your work keeps up with inflation. Here's how to do it. First, acquire new skills. Invest in educating yourself. Dive into courses and workshops, or even earn some degrees. Upskilling can place you in the running for roles that come with heftier paychecks. Second, negotiate a raise. If you've been excelling in your role, now might be the right time to discuss a salary adjustment. Arm yourself with research and make your case. Third, have you ever thought about starting a side hustle? The digital age offers numerous platforms to earn, from freelancing, tutoring, and more. I have a friend who made a business that acquires and sells World of Warcraft digital gold. I have another friend who sells stuff on Amazon. And fourth, never pass up an opportunity to network. It can open doors to new opportunities, collaborations, and yes, better paying jobs. 5. Consider job hopping. Many find their most significant salary bumps when jumping into a new role at a new company. 6. Ever considered a change in scenery? Consider relocating to a more affordable city or even a booming hub in your industry might just be the key. 7. Got a unique idea or skill? Turning that into a business could offer financial rewards that outpace regular jobs. 8. Look around. There might be opportunities for referrals and commissions in your industry. A simple recommendation could lead to extra cash. And lastly, always stay updated with the market. Adapt, evolve, and stay ahead of the curve. Now to the fourth front, consumption. Prices might be going up, but if you're disciplined in managing your expenses, you can live really well while mitigating inflationary pressures. Here are 10 powerful tips to help you boost that bank balance. First, let's kick off things with budgeting and tracking. Lay out your monthly expenses and keep an eye on where your money is going. Those little expenses, they add up. Second, love dining out? Me too. But preparing meals at home not only fills your belly, but also fattens your wallet. Plus, when you do eat out, look for those special deals and consider skipping beverages. Third, shopping. Smart shopping. Wait for sales and discounts, compare prices, and always keep an eye out for those sneaky coupons. Fourth, subscriptions. Do a quick audit of your paid information websites all the way to your streaming services. If you haven't used it in a month, maybe it's time to cut the cord. Fifth, generic brands. Why pay more for a label? Generic brands or store brands often offer the same quality without the brand name price tag. A good example of this is Costco's products under the Kirkland brand. Sixth, ever had buyer's remorse? Before those impulse buys, give it 30 days. If it's still a must-have after a month, go for it. Seventh, save the planet and your pennies. Be energy efficient. A switch here, an unplugged device there, and you'll see the difference on your bills. Eight, credit cards. They're handy but dangerous. Aim to clear that balance every month. If you've got a balance, maybe a lower interest rate card is calling your name. Also, use a credit card rewards program that fits your spending pattern. You can get between 2 to 5% of value back in rewards from your credit card spending. Ninth, consider public transportation or carpooling. It's lighter on the environment and on your pocket. And last but not least, be water wise. Fixing dripping taps and taking shorter showers not only conserves precious water, but also trims down your utility bills. Inflation might be a tough cookie, but if we attack it on those four fronts, savings, investing, income generation, and consumption, we can overcome it. Thanks for watching. Remember to always be compounding. See you in the next video. Take care.